I think the AUG is actually fairly balanced where it's at. I think the price point is good. The only thing I would maybe perhaps adjust is the fire rate because it's a little bit slow, but I still think it's a very viable weapon.
For me, I didn't use it very often because for me, I feel like the bullet's too slow, but it's still accurate. Some of the pro players still use it, but I think it's not the powerful AUG same like before.
I never really played with AUG, even when it was OP, I never played with it. I actually tried to use it a couple of times now. I think it's viable on some maps, in some situations, but I don't think it's better than the M4 anymore, at least.
I think it's viable situationally, but because of that, you can't be as versatile when you're using it, so it's kind of fallen off from being part of the meta. Like, it's still being bought, but, you know, it's not as good as other guns like the Krieg.
It's still quite viable. Like, once you get the hang of it, you start making headshots again with it. So I think it's good, but obviously if I could get a Krieg, I would take it any day.
The Krieg is ridiculous right now. It's too strong for the price and the power it holds. You can take duels with an op, or you just feel so confident holding a Krieg in your hand. So I mean, yeah, it needs to either the price needs to be increased or some kind of other nerf to it. But yeah, it's really unfair right now.
I don't think it needs more of enough, but I would definitely suggest that the price goes up at least and by a significant amount, because having 3 Kriegs on the second, like if you plant the bomb and you get 3 Kriegs, it's just ridiculous. And if not, yeah, nerf it a bit, because the AUG is like now really terrible next to the Krieg.
It's doing so much damage and it's shooting so fast as well, so it's need to be nerfed.
Yeah, the thing is, the Krieg is like really good because it's kind of like a AWP with a scope. Once the CTs they get too many Kriegs, it's almost impossible to actually do something against.
Making it more expensive could be an option. I just think that it's gonna take more than just money to make it worse now, because I think, like, before we didn't really know how OP it was, but now that everybody knows, I think everybody's still gonna try to keep buying it, especially with the money advantage. And then if you have the money advantage, you can keep rolling with the gun. So I think we need to do a little bit more than just the price.
The first bullet accuracy is just 100% all the time. If you're aiming at the head, it's hitting the head. If you aim at the head with the AK, there's a chance it misses, so why not use the Krieg?